Right. Hey guys, I'm Matt, and this is Uncharted, the lost loading screens. Because of a lot of loading screens. I'm going to be using a save file because there's a skip in the game which I can only do first try, and if I fail it, I have to load the save. Which in turn then makes loading longer because I'm using a save. But I'll give you a countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Loading screens. I might lose a lot of time just to load screens. It's very random. As you can see, we've already got a great loading screen. Get used to this most of the run. And you think I'm joking, I'm not joking. Uncharted 4 is actually a lot worse though, so mainly because that runs like 4.5 hours long. Real time. We time this game on the leaderboards via the in-game time at the end of the run, but obviously since this is a marathon, I'm having to use RTA, and RTA isn't very reliable in this game. Yes, I'm the blade guy. Hello. So, start this run's pretty simple. We just move a lot. With most of the games I run, it's mostly just walking. You want to try and avoid actually getting close to these civilians because they can make you turn to the left.
Don't get me wrong.
And that's actually slow because it makes you stop for a second.
Please. Fine. A for effort, kid.
There's not really much to say at the start. But don't worry guys. We're going to get more loading screens in a second, which is exciting. We might get a load screen here. Might. Hey. Sometimes this one doesn't happen. This is how solid this game is with these load screens. Very consistent. But now we get a proper load screen. Enjoy. So, how is everyone doing in the chat? Not really much to say during these load screens. Actually, that one was pretty fast. I'm surprised. Right here, the game wants you to actually walk forward, but you can just, hello? Okay, I've never seen this load screen before. It's a good start. So, the game wants you to walk forward, but you can just turn around and go backwards. It's slightly faster. Not many people know that you can actually just turn around there. Instead of going all the way around. Yes, this is a loading simulator. But don't worry, there is a few things that are cool in this game when we actually get to play it. And when we get past the tutorial. Stuff like this crap. Hey, guess what guys? Another load screen, enjoy. Also, the load screens have been really bad for me recently. I mean, really bad. Like, I think a few days ago I did a run and I lost like 6 minutes on load times. So that's why I asked my estimate to be bumped up an extra 5 minutes, because if that happens, stuff can go wrong in this run and I can lose time myself. And then with the load screens on top of that, 10 times worse. I promise it doesn't stay this bad forever. When there's a certain point where we get to where there won't be load screen after load screen. High impact load. If any of you are wondering, this is what The Last of Us Part 2 is going to be. this. Load screens. Get excited. Do you have a PS4 Pro? No. And it doesn't really make a difference. At all. I'm pretty sure an SSD doesn't even make that much of a difference for this game.
Somewhere to be.
Ever since Naughty Dog started making games on the PS4, they just become load screen simulators. All the PS3 games, when you skip a cutscene, it instantly puts you into gameplay. Uncharted 4 and this do not. You should be excited. This is what people are after, is the load screens. I mean, when I go to buy a game, I look for the games that has the most load screens. No, because one of the runners has an SSD and it doesn't make a difference. So, yeah.
Hey, you there?
So, both these guys take 2 hits. I try to walk to the direction where I want to go, just so they follow me a little bit to get me closer to this spot.
Off to a great start.
I used to take cover on this and roll out of it, but I don't actually think that's faster. Also, we get to do some elite lock picking, which is all RNG, by the way.
We should get off the streets.
We just have to wait till we see when it starts to vibrate. You can actually use the vibration on the controller to know when to let go of the stick to hold it in place. But I hate vibration and I despise it, so I have it turned off. So I just listen to the sound and look at the visual cue for that.
Pink Lotus. The hell does that mean?
You can actually clip through that door and skip doing that lockpick, but the game doesn't progress. That's another thing that's great. All the new Naughty Dog games, they decided to, you know, develop a brain and made it so you basically can't skip hardly anything in their games now. But obviously, you can skip a bunch of stuff in this, but most of the stuff doesn't work. So I need to take out this guy silently. You sometimes can get spotted by that guy, and then if I get spotted, I'll have to kill all the other enemies before I can open the door, but I'm glad that I didn't get spotted, because it's sometimes random. Also, most of the skips that were found for this game, apart from 2, which I found, were found by a QA tester for Naughty Dog. So that's why they work, because they were found by someone who's tested the game for hours and hours and hours and hours before it was even released. Whereas most of the other stuff doesn't work, or it could have been fixed. So here, the game technically wants you to fight these guys with Nadine, but you don't actually have to. If I just stand over here, Nadine will just knock them all out. One punch, knockout, easy peasy. Didn't have to do anything at all. So the basic movement in this game is jump rolling. It's what you're going to be seeing me do throughout pretty much the entire game. It's just jump roll, jump roll, jump roll. Unless I'm in combat. If I'm in combat, I'll just be running. Oh yeah, I forgot to point out. No Nathan Drake. This game has Chloe as the main protagonist.
Thank you.
If you didn't know.
Follow me.
So we don't have to jump onto that gate. We can just jump to this part here. Saves a little bit of time.
No one. Careful on this one.
You sure this is safe?
No.
You want to drop down here a little bit faster than shimmying across normally. Now you can actually skip this little part up here
We're taking the long way.
by climbing on top of this. You can skip doing a bit of climbing. We can just get right over here. Okay, you meant to. If you choke that guy out from the other direction, you don't get a long animation. But I kind of choked him out in the wrong direction, but that's fine.
Just exploring our options. Sit tight. Well, she certainly lives up to her reputation.
Now more nice crate moving. This crate's actually kind of awkward because if I try to turn the camera, it really messes up the crate. So I have to just move it with the left stick, but that's awkward as well. Also, I can survive this jump, you know, because she's God.
Sorry about that. Okay, good deal.
Didn't mean to do that. It's fine. The controls in this game aren't very responsive sometimes, or they're too responsive. Is a word you could use.
There's some cheap office supplies if you want them.
Yeah, the loading screens do kind of
Yeah.
make it hard to grind this game, or to grind the run for this game.
One less problem.
So up here, there's another lockpick we have to do.
See, that wasn't.
But this one's set to when you do 2 of them, Nadine will smash the glass. Now, you can actually just wait and she'll smash the glass as well, but it's actually faster to do 2 and then her smash the glass. So I can lose time if I'm slow on the lockpicking. We do 2 and then she'll smash the glass now. Or if I get good.
Oh, that works. Let's find that disc.
Can you survive that jump? No. I would have died. Which would have been very sad. Also, as you can see, when I paused to restart there, it gave me the auto-saving. That only happens since I'm using a save.
It's like walking.
So every time I go to pause to checkpoint restart or something, it's going to give me the auto-saving thing,
Direction going for quite some time.
which usually wouldn't happen. But I need to use a save file in case I mess up a skip.
It's locked.
And also, if the game was to crash, you know, I'd need to be able to load the save to continue the run.
Western Ghats, Western territory. Shit. No, it's alright. Nothing we didn't already know.
So, I know it's been a while since we've had any loading screens. Oh, come on. Okay. It's been a while since we've had any load screens, but we're going to get another one now. This one is completely random. I don't know why sometimes it's fast, why sometimes it's really long. Sometimes, I think I've waited for this load screen once for like 3-4 minutes, dude. Let's see, what we're going to get. I actually had this load instantly once, and I don't know how. It just goes to show that it's so random. Also, if you look at the percentage bar, that means jack shit. It says 88%, it's more like 2. Sometimes it will start on 99% and stay on 99% for about 2 minutes until it actually loads. So just ignore that percentage bar, it doesn't mean shit. I said percentage bar, the number doesn't mean anything. As you see, it's on 99%, but it ain't doing anything. Loading. I wish I had something else more interesting to say during these load screens. I mean, there's a... If you look at that coin, it's got 2 elephants on it. Pretty cool. I like the shade of black that's on the load screen. It's very black. I like the font that they used for the text. Pretty nice. Oh, it loaded, wow. Imagine that. So since we have combat speed here, we can just run. It's actually faster to not jump off these ledges. So I'm just going to run off them, but you have to run off them at a specific angle so you don't grab the ledge.
It's this way. Bloody hell. In here, quick!
Don't worry, I'll let you know when I skip a cutscene if there's going to be a load screen. I'll let you know so you know to anticipate the awesomeness of the load screen.
Oh, this is dangerous. Oh, no.
There's a guy here that can sometimes punch me. I don't want him to punch me because that's slow. But it's kind of random if he hits me. Oh, did you see him swing, dude?
Are you joking? Don't stop! Keep moving!
Hello? Okay.
It's going great. At least it's not pouring rain. Follow me.
You can roll there to get a little bit further ahead on the thing, but if you roll on that one, it's very easy to die. So I don't do it. Load screens, yay! It's basically, you know, I don't actually think you can get shot. I mean, you can get shot, because I just looked back at the stream and I got shot then. Also, I should point out, since we're using Explorer difficulty, we have auto-aim enabled. That's very useful, especially when we have the silenced pistol. Because with auto-aim with the silenced pistol, it instantly locks onto the enemy's heads. So it's basically 3 headshots. Nice. Does mashing buttons speed up load screens? I wish it did, dude. I wish it did. Oh, I'm gonna mash them all, see what happens. I'm pressing every button on this controller, dude. There should be a load screen here, actually.
Yep.
There actually shouldn't be a load screen there, but there is. Sometimes. You never get to use the rope. If no one's played Uncharted 4, there's a rope that you can use to swing, and it's pretty cool, I guess.
Here. Great. Just checking. Here, give me your hand. I'm good, actually.
Don't need your hand. Thanks for the offer. Also, you can drive in this game.
I do.
The one thing I'm really good at in this game is the driving. Are you ready to see some elite driving skills? Watch this precision. Watch this precision right here.
Let's just enjoy the serenity, shall we? Got a dumb question.
So much for that.
How do you know the tusk is still there?
It would have turned up in a museum or something by now, right? Plus, I haven't seen any Hoysalar exhibitions.
I've never even heard of the Hoysalar before this job.
Yeah, well, that's the fault of their last king, really. Young, reckless.
Also, there's loads of monkeys.
Built a new capital.
And then once they get over the edge, they just disappear for some reason.
Refreshing. Could have warned me.
So coming up is technically the first fight of the game.
Quite nice to be out.
I wouldn't really call it a fight, it's pretty trivial. Also, you can jump out the jeep while it's moving, so we're going to use that to skip climbing this ledge and just launch right into the cutscene. With those skills. And we're going to attach the grappling hook and then we'll get introduced to the first fight. Which I'm going to do in about 2 seconds.
Should do the trick.
Fraser, move! It's an ambush! Shit! Take cover! Thanks for the heads up. He's down.
Lock on, baby. Hell yeah. Also, it's faster if you move the jeep side to side as you're reversing to pull it down. A bit quicker than usual.
You're awfully quiet.
I'm just surprised is all. Figured you'd be more of a leave no trace type when it comes to Indian ruins.
Sentimentality in this line of work?
The shots have been fired, boys.
What? They're just large flying rodents.
Actually, no, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
They're closer to primates and lemurs.
Okay, well, I'll look it up. There we go.
So right there, I like to handbrake turn. It allows me to get up this slope slightly faster. Also, right here, I can trigger this cutscene while we're driving into the wall.
Stop.
Because that's fun. Intentional. Now, this can give me a load screen. I'm pretty sure it has. So I'm going to be doing the first skip of the run. See, these load screens are actually really good. Quality of life, it allows me to explain shit. So I'm going to be doing the first skip here. I'm going to be skipping this fight. You can use the car to clip through walls. Can you imagine that? So I'm going to be using it to clip through the gate and skip the fight. Sometimes the car can get stuck on the other. Basically, I'll explain it. What's going to happen is I'm going to clip the wall. Nadine is then going to warp to the other side of the door with the car and drive down the hill to me. Sometimes the car, if I don't pause correctly, I don't know what causes it, the car will lose its tyres and it won't move. So you'll hear the car rev come down the hill, but she won't actually come down the hill. So I'll have to do it again. Also, you see, 99%, I told you, doesn't mean shit. Load screens equals cinematic. Exactly. Just give you time to explain what I'm... See, I just explained the entirety of what I'm about to do in this load screen, and it's still not done yet. Still not done yet. That's it. Right, on a good RTA run, if my load screens weren't terrible, this would be about 16 minutes. So I've already lost 4 minutes to load screen, tell you. Run over this guy. Doesn't really do anything. Just run him over because it's fun.
Not really.
So I want to line myself up with the door on the right hand side. Reverse, dive forward, jump. Okay, don't jump. Dive forward, jump. Hold circle, hit the door. If we hold circle, we won't grab the ledges on the door, and that allows us to fall in front of the car. Pause. Wait about 2-3 seconds. Unpause. Here the car comes down. Nice. If we shoot the car. Oh, she didn't do it. I'm disappointed. Usually if you shoot the car, she like glitches out. But didn't. Oh. So yeah, basically what I did was, if you, for some reason, this doesn't actually happen in Uncharted 4, I don't think. But in this game, if you drive, oh, nice turn. If you hit a wall to where it plays the animation where you've hit a wall and you slide down the wall, for some reason her collision gets removed. So what that allows us to do is to slide in front of the car, and then that pushes us through the door. And that skips the fight and a cutscene. The cutscene would usually play when we drove into this area. But obviously it didn't, because I skipped it. You can't die. Even if the sniper shot me in the head, I don't think I'd die. I mean, it'd be more, that skip would be a lot more scary if I had the chance of dying on it.
We just need to stay the hell away from him.
So, I bet you're wondering, if anyone's played this game, you're like, this is chapter 4, there's loads of areas you need to do, loads of ruins. Where are you going? You like going to the furthest one away? Well, basically, I'm going to this one specifically. Because, you know, there's an out of bounds that I can do here. Coming up. So I want to stop the car here. I didn't want to get out the front, but that's okay.
It should do the trick.
More winch stuff.
There.
Okay.
Right, so once the door comes down, I can restart checkpoint. I don't actually think it's even faster without with the save, but I restart and it puts me in front of the door. Usually, if I wasn't using a save file, I would be instantly be able to restart. But since I'm using a save, it has to autosave because, you know, great game, very well made, a lot of load screens and stuff. Right here, if I roll off the ledge, I can skip grabbing that ledge there. So yeah, I can do a skip in this area, but I need the pitons, which are the little sticks that you can use to stick into walls. I need those to actually be able to finish the game. And if I do the skip without them, I won't be able to progress. So I need to get these first. I need to get both of them, because the amount of times I've just got the one to give to Nadine, and I forgot mine is insane because I'm retarded. So we get both. And now this is the skip that I need to do first try. So I am going to make an extra save now, because if I fail it, I need to load the save. If I restart checkpoint, this out of bounds won't work. This out of bounds only works first try. So I need to make a save file. I hope I get it first try though. If I didn't get it, I'd have to restart the entire chapter, which is not ideal. But this out of bounds is pretty tricky as well, because I need to clip straight through and into the water. If I was to mess it up, I'd get stuck. So I want to wedge myself into this corner, aim at a specific spot on the wall, dive, swim into the wall, and if I do it right, I should get forced through. Like that, yes. Now I swim back into the water, dive again. Now in this game, I can swim out of bounds wherever I want. The way this game works is, as long as I stay slightly below the origins... Wait, what am I saying? If I stay below the top... The surface of the water. If I stay below the surface of the water of the origin water which I swam out from, I'll keep swimming. If I was to swim up right now, I would just fall. But as long as I stay at the same level, I can just keep swimming. So basically what I'm doing is I'm swimming to a certain part of the next chapter to get into some more water. So when the screen goes white, I'll pause. You'll know when it's happened because she'll T-pose as well. Technically you don't need to pause, but we need to let the level load. I'm glad I got that first try though, because it's just a hassle having to reload the save. There we pause. We'll just wait for it to load. Now we're in some new water. Now there's some... I should mention, if you're in this state while you're swimming and you touch any part of collision, you will regain control. And right there, that rock to my right is solid, so I need to avoid it. So I'm going to use this tree over here to regain control. Like so. Drop off this ledge to hit a checkpoint. Or loading trigger. Jump here. Use the piton that I grabbed. This is, if I didn't grab that stick, I would not be able to jam it in there to actually be able to progress. And there we did. We did the chapter 4 skip. So now we're in chapter 5. More climbing and stuff that we got to do. You can do a little skip here. I don't actually think it's faster RTA, but I'm going to do it anyway. If I angle myself to the right, I can grab this ledge at the bottom. And it skips a tiny little in-game cutscene. But the reason I don't think it's faster RTA is because right up here I have to restart the checkpoint to progress, because we need Nadine to actually progress the level. So I need to restart checkpoint here. Also with the saving, it's probably not faster either.
Come on up.
But only because you said please.
I didn't, actually. What you said, Ganesh, was the removal of obstacles.
I want to get ahead of Nadine there because she can block us because she's fun. More climbing.
Amazing.
Tried to mess that up, but that's okay.
You're doing great, China.
I'll be doing better when we get to the crown.
Surprised you haven't seen
So
it yet.
coming up soon is one of the hardest skip in the game. I'll be glad if I get it first try because it's kind of tricky, but I can actually restart the checkpoint to do it again, so I don't need to make a save.
I think I see a place we can swing over to the crown.
And it skips the entirety of this next chapter,
Thank you.
Hurry up and climb.
basically, and it skips the huge puzzle room. It basically skips going inside of these things. There is a cutscene. Thankfully, there's no load screen here.
Okay. Easy does it.
More roping. So here we go. So I want to put myself on a specific point in this ledge where I can drop off and land on a tiny bit of collision.
Right.
Like so.
Feels more sturdy.
Aim here.
Don't jinx.
Jump. Aim. Roll up the wall. Jump to this ledge. First part done. Now I want to get into this corner. I want to put my gun away. Drop. Aim. I want to jam myself into the corner as much as I can. Roll. Jump. And metal failed it. I don't know if that was angle or timing, but it is kind of awkward because I need to be able to roll, jump, and land on that ledge. I thought I was going to get it first try, but the game just didn't like me apparently. Same thing again. I'm not going to actually put the gun away this time. I think that was why. There we go. So now I want to just walk it. Okay. That was not what I wanted to do. This skip's difficult. That was my fault though, because I okay, I failed that too. That's what happens if you're not at the right spot. You'll just hit it and fall. I was meant to walk along the ledge, but I was too far to the left. Nice. The skip isn't easy, by the way. It's like, because there's so many steps to it. If it was just one skip in one thing, then it'd be fine. But there's so many things you have to do. Roll and grab the ledge. There we go. Whee! That's what I wanted to do the first time, but I was too far to the left, so I just fell off. So right there, I need to do that because on that part of the water there is a death barrier that I want to try and avoid. So that's why I have to go that way, because there's a death barrier, and if I hit it, I will die. Right here, I need to jump on the frame that I get up that ledge because it hits a load trigger. And if I don't jump straight away, I'd be clipped in the floor. I knew that was going to happen. Fine. I actually forgot how to do this. I swear there was a way to not have to wait for this to load in, but I forgot how to do it. But that's okay.
God damn it!
So now I'm going to try to attempt to do the hardest trick in the game, and it only saves 15 seconds. I'm going to try it a few times. If I can't get it, I'll just do it the normal way. So I want to trigger this cutscene and then restart checkpoint. Basically what I want to do is I want to be able to jump up this wall. Yeah, I didn't get it. I jumped too early. Jumped too early again. I'll try it a few more times. If I can't get it, I'll just do it the normal way. It's really precise. You have to... You basically want to jump backwards. One more time. If I don't get it this time, I'll just do it the normal way. Like I said, this only saves 15 seconds, so I've already lost time. Nah, I can't get it. I'll just do it the normal way. I was doing that perfectly in practice earlier today, so I don't know. I can still do a little trick here though, just keep going around. If I climb onto this ledge and jump here and roll, I can skip going around. It's like that jumping and rolling there is actually kind of tricky, so I'm glad I got it. If you jump too close to the wall, you'll actually stop moving. Right here, I want to restart to get Nadine to open the door. That skip that I was trying to do would just skip doing all this. And would put me in the next area, but like I said, it doesn't save much time.
You alright?
At least I tried it though.
Oh, shit.
Where are we? That thing carved on the floor. What do you suppose it is?
Up here.
So
There's a way through.
now we're going to see the antagonist of the game, which is Asav. Since I've skipped all the cutscenes, you haven't actually seen him yet. He's a quite handsome gentleman with glasses. He's very, very tough, and he will beat the shit out of you, as you will see.
Up here.
Hear that?
There's a breach.
Cutscene. Here he is, my boy Asav. So, we're just gonna fight him. We have to basically just dodge his attacks and then counter-attack him.
Let's make this quick.
Swing to this.
Proud of yourself?
A little. Yeah. Come on.
You see.
Also, you don't have to hold triangle here, but I'm gonna hold it anyway.
So chaos.
I have this thing in the back of my mind that it's gonna fail if I don't.
Stamp out the weak bloodline of the young.
Hey Topher, thanks for the luck, man.
Starting with you.
This one's pretty bad now though, because I'm bad at video games. And that was the first Asav fight, very thrilling. Oh, by the way, I should probably point out all the skips are done. I'm sorry to disappoint you. Like I said, this game's locked up tight. There's not that many skips you can do. That was basically the last one that I couldn't do because I'm shit. So now, for the rest of the game, it's all about optimal fights, movement. I mean, the run is still pretty decent because there's not like 10-minute load screens anymore like there was at the start, so we should be okay. I say that as now this load screen is going to take 10 minutes. Fal, I'm not good at Blade 2. Did you see me die on the last level twice and lost to 51? Oh, I'm still salty about that, dude. I'm still salty about that. I need to run Blade 2 again now because I actually know I can get a good time, so I want to do it. It was a slap fight. Literally. I had to open my mouth, didn't I? Oh, there's no more 10-minute load screens left in this game. Yeah, but it was a really bad world record. Well, so I'm still keeping up the tradition of getting world records at shots fired. Yay!
Can I just say, you were not joking about Asav. I mean, wow, he looks.
Also, Blade 2 is actually a good game, unlike this.
That's
That
exactly
game
what it
doesn't
was.
have 10-minute load screens, but then again, it was made in 2002. You know, back when
Or smart.
video games were actually good and didn't have 10-minute load screens.
Was a doctor before he took up his course.
If we activate this optional dialogue, we slow walk so we don't press triangle.
Hey, you sure you're good to go?
As good as I'll ever be. Just need to take it easy for a bit. Up here.
Go slow.
Let's get that thing open.
The loading, nice.
Holy shit.
Right, another load screen. Because Naughty Dog, Naughty Dog. They can make amazing graphics, amazing stories, but they can't program a fucking game correctly. I know I've been swearing a lot in this run, but these load screens are a joke. And when Naughty Dog made games on PS3, you know, they didn't have 10-minute load screens. The funny thing is, The Last of Us Remastered on PS4 actually loads slower on PS4 than on PS3. When you go to start a game or load a chapter, it loads faster on PS3. But if you load in a level by doing a skip or whatever, it loads in faster on PS4. So right here, I want to do a little skip, where I want to drop off this ledge at a specific point so I can land on this rock and not die. Usually I'd have to go around, but I can just drop off there and not die.
Glad I thought to pack painkillers. Slow down. Slow down.
Christian stream, I apologise. I think this is the most I've ever sweared in a shots fired run that I've done. Is this run right here? So we want to roll off that ledge to be fast. If we jump too late, we'll just jump off and die, which is not exactly ideal.
Try this way.
Hey, Walking Dad. Thanks for making it, my dude. Need to blow up this wall. Now we got a pretty interesting fight. This fight can go bad or good. Also, this Dreek can run me over. Sometimes. So here I'm going to get the silenced pistol, which is by far the best weapon in the game. It auto locks onto everyone's heads. Okay. So I need to destroy the truck. Now destroying this truck is sometimes random because sometimes it doesn't actually blow up. Like that! Fantastic. So now I can't do another strat. Wait, the C4 respawned. It did respawn. What the hell? Nice. I wanted it to blow up in one go because it allows me to... I can use the C4 to slow walk. Blow up them. They all die. That's it.
You need a hand?
So the reason because that truck is meant to blow up with 2 C4s, but sometimes it doesn't. I have no idea why. I want an extra C4 for this section right here because it allows me to walk slightly faster for this first part because you're meant to slow walk, but if you hold out the C4 you can walk faster. Which is obviously faster. Yes, Dr. Customize, you missed them all though. I've already done them. Or do you mean speedruns as in this game? Or all the Uncharted games? Because if you're talking about all the Uncharted games, the first 3 are really broken. 4 isn't. This one's kind of broken. Not really. Also load screens, by the way. Uncharted, the lost load screens. I love it. If you like Uncharted, I'm going to be running Uncharted 2 Among Thieves on Saturday. That run is very broken. There's a lot of glitches. Yeah, I won't be running another game till Saturday. After this game. Once it loads. I'll carry on playing, I promise. Right, so hold out the C4 allows me to walk slightly faster.
What are you doing? Huh. That's a good idea.
I want to make sure she takes the flashlight out. Nice lighting. Okay. I want to make sure she takes the flashlight out, because if she doesn't, there's a part coming up where I can't actually see where I'm going because it's pitch black. And if I was to hold out the C4 for too long, she won't actually take out the flashlight.
Okay. Looks like a step well. You don't care. You hear it? Now I do. Don't mind us.
What time Saturday?
What is
I think it's like 7 AM EST. I think. All I know is it's like 12 in the afternoon UK time, British time, BST, GMT, whatever.
Hey, it's okay.
It's an elephant, by the way.
But I don't think
Stuck, we have to save it.
Those explosions we heard must have triggered the collapse.
Sounds like Claudia Black. Is that who the voice actor is? Yes.
Okay.
It is Claudia Black.
Sorry, girl. We're gonna get you out.
Also, I don't know why they couldn't have made this part what happens in load screens, but now we get to ride an elephant for a few minutes and do nothing.
Talking to me or the elephant?
Both? Easy.
Don't want to press square because it slows the elephant down very slightly.
Okay.
The hippo. That's a hippo. But there, that is a hippo.
Here.
Get these. I don't know what they are. Lemons, some sort of form of fruit. We can feed the elephant. This is what you do in your speedrun. You just feed an elephant. You don't have to do it. It's just something to do.
One more. Good appetite.
No, just wait. I mean, casually, this part of the game is pretty good, but you know, with all the load screens and the load screens. Did I mention the load screen? I don't know if you guys saw any of the load screens, but you know, with all those load screens, this is basically a load screen. Emma, can you? This might actually be giving me a really long load screen again. Sometimes you don't get a load screen here. Sometimes you do. I don't know why. So we can actually use the C4 here to speed up our walk again. What about the load screen? Oh no, dude. What about the load screens? Have you seen them yet? I don't know if anyone's seen them yet. I've lost a lot of time on this run because one, I suck, and two, because of load screen. I might go over estimate just because of load screens at this point. No, this game doesn't have any loads. I mean, Uncharted 2 barely. I think Uncharted 2 has one load screen. One. And it's like 15 seconds. This is a joke. This is what 2018 is. 30 FPS, 10-minute load screens, dude. This is what 2018 is. Even though this game came out last year, but that doesn't matter. This is basically the future of gaming right here. I mean, it's not supposed to be a loading screen simulator, but it basically is at this point. I feel like this could just be a stream where I talk to you guys and ask you guys questions. Because it's not really a speedrun when I'm just sitting here waiting for a game to load. 3!
We
Right,
accomplished nothing
D4.
else today.
to walk faster again.
Unless we reunited
If I go too far to the left, I'll actually trigger the elephant, so I don't want to do that.
Right. Maybe it's been a while, but elephants are smaller than I remember.
You're probably used to seeing different elephants. These are Indian elephants.
Parkour! Hardcore parkour.
Hey,
Right, so now we get to use the silence pistol again.
through the water.
This fight makes it shine of how good the silence pistol actually is. No, Trollar, you cannot. I've never seen this load screen before. I've never seen the game load there. Nice. Right here, we can skip jumping to that platform just by jumping over here.
So let's go up.
There's the second door too. Okay, good RNG. Oh, I threw the C4, it doesn't matter. This game uses triangle to reload, and sometimes I forget and I press R2. Also, the silence pistol is very overpowered, like I said. Instant headshots. He didn't die. Wow.
Oh shit! Not timing.
Could have been better,
All clear.
but that'll do. I got spotted quite early, so that kind of slowed it down slightly,
Let's see
but
where this goes. Must be a way into the city somewhere.
this guy must be hacking, dude. Exact aimbot, yeah. Built-in aimbot, basically, for the game.
It's a shame in a way that Balua's hidden from the world.
I want to try and jump onto the ledge! Nailed it. Sometimes you can fail that and you have to then reposition yourself and swing again. It's actually kind of difficult to be able to swing up there in one go. Jump, please. Thank you. Yeah, I know. I mean, if I got shot in the chest with the RPG, it wouldn't phase me, dude. It's just like a rubber bullet shooting you. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all.
Nadine. Ugh. Tastes great.
Not a big deal. More swimming, yay. So technically, I should point out, you can actually skip some of this stuff, but it doesn't work. There's a lot of stuff in this game which you can get to later parts of the game, but nothing triggers and you just can't actually skip anything, which sucks. You know, it's Naughty Dog. The only skips that work are the ones that we do in the run. If there's any more that worked, we do them, so. Auto-saving. Auto-saving. Thank you. We restart to get Nadine with us, but I'd probably be faster to just not do that RTA because of that auto-saving. That's fine. I mean, it would still be faster RTA, but if I wasn't using the save file, then it would make sense. That's the speed of the... Oh no! That swim right there, it's like how do you... I don't know how to explain it. There's like a gush of water that flows through that area, so it pushes you along the current really fast. That makes sense? There's a massive water current that goes through that hole that forces you through it really quickly. Best way I can explain it. Not me, it's just the game. Intended. Holding triangle simulator, by the way. Also, no, loading screen simulator, my bad, I totally forgot.
Okay. Come on. It's deep enough.
Coming up in a sec is the first actual puzzle. Can you imagine that I'm an hour into an Uncharted run and I haven't done a puzzle yet?
You're welcome.
Insane. I mean, technically I would have done a few puzzles by now, but I skipped them all. So this will be the first puzzle. And it's a massive puzzle room.
Kind of a tight squeeze here.
What's your current estimate? Dude, I have no idea. I couldn't tell you for the life of me. The load screens are so random, I literally have no clue. I have no clue how this run's panning out. No idea. I don't usually pay attention to the RTA. For the most part. Yeah, amazing puzzle. It's a big puzzle room.
Okay.
We can actually, once we get out of this water, we can actually just swim straight left to get onto land as fast as possible so we can then start jumping and rolling again.
I wouldn't give her a towel. My God. Are you seeing this?
You know, at this point, I've run out of words.
Holy goddamn shit.
Nice work.
How long have I been running this game? My PB is like 5 months old. I don't actually run the game anymore. Like I speedrun a lot of games. So every time Shots Fired rolls around, I just think of a run to submit and then I submit it. And this was one of the games I submitted. I don't actually run it for PBs anymore. But my PB for this game, in game time, is 1 hour and 15 minutes. Which, on RTA, was at the time 1 hour and 27 minutes. But that's when the loads times in my run weren't absolutely atrocious like this run.
Maybe it's because this statue's enormous. But I've just now noticed Shiva's got a king cobra for her necklace.
Just out of curiosity, depending on what happens at the end of the run, if I finish Underestimate, am I allowed to show the final cutscene? Or would you like me to just keep it?
Whoa. Okay. Did you see that? I'm standing right here. I know. Okay, I better get a move on.
I mean, it's not that long. I think it's like 2-3 minutes, maybe.
Oh no! Oh no! 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 No!
Many good runs, nice.
Oh, good suggestion. Ah, that was a close one. Wow, I can see my house from here. Oh. Wow, that's cool. I did. I'll be right down. Slippery.
Right here, it's faster to actually just let go of the rope instead of jumping off it. Just we get to the ground slightly faster than if we would have jumped. Troller, what do you think? Do you think I am actually from Antarctica?
Here we go.
Okay, I've got this one.
I mean, if anyone even lives in Antarctica with internet that can play video games, I'd be surprised, let alone someone who speedruns. So, take that as you will.
Uh-oh. This one's like the trident. Time to move. Come on, jump to the drum.
Also, I'm not really explaining that much because there's not much to explain at the moment.
Oh shit, here we go. Hang on.
Oh, can I? Okay. That could have been bad if I didn't get there on that point. Could have been very bad.
And now we turn the water on for this side.
Nice try.
And here we go.
Heat generated from Matt's ultra fast
Now we've got
speedruns.
water running down both
Exactly.
sides.
Exactly.
Look.
That wasn't really a puzzle. I mean, you do stuff,
Shall we?
but it's just a big room where you just have to, you know, move in. But this part is technically a puzzle. But we can actually skip a part of this puzzle by tricking the game into thinking that a piece has been put in the right place. And then sometimes if we don't restart, Nadine will actually move the piece in place. But if she doesn't, if we just restart the checkpoint, it will actually be in place, so we don't actually have to move the other piece. So we basically skip moving a piece of the puzzle.
The light is shining on that statue across
Probably
the
saves about 10-15 seconds. Antarctican accent, yeah, exactly.
Guess we're not done. When the Hoysala want to protect something,
Exactly.
they do it halfway. Come on. Now, what's all this then? Ah, here we go.
The thing it's holding. It's a prism. You were right.
Of course I was.
So, well, I'm going to put this piece into position. And then I'm going to go. I'm not going to move that piece over there. I'm not going to rotate it. If she says the dialogue. Oh, she didn't say the dialogue, excuse me.
Forgot. The statue's not in the right place.
Ah, right. Nadine, be
There
a
you
dear.
go.
We're ahead of you.
You meant to say Nadine be a dear. So now if I leave, sometimes Nadine will put it in position for me if it's in the right place. Which it's not. So I'm going to have to checkpoint restart after this cutscene. But if I checkpoint restart after this cutscene, it will be in position.
Let me see.
So a checkpoint restart here. And that will have the puzzle piece in position. Can't even talk. Let me just move this one.
Copy that.
As you can see, it's in position over there. Too far to the left, that's okay.
Okay, that did something.
So I can put this down?
No, wait for it.
What's happening? I can't see from over here.
Just hold still for just a sec. All this water. It's a
By the way, this isn't a cutscene I can skip. It looks like one, but it's not.
Oh, you can put down the mirror now.
They found us! Get ready!
Shit! Oh, no, no, no!
Get up here!
The RTA for this run is actually pretty bad at the moment, so I might actually go overestimate. I can't tell yet. I mean, in game time, the run's been okay. I mean, it hasn't been super bad. I mean, I messed with some stuff, but... No, we can ignore these enemies and just run to the end. Ow. That can sometimes happen. Nothing I can do! Excuse me, sir.
There is no way out of this.
Imagine dying on Explorer. I don't mean to pick up those grenades. I'm actually trying to just reload my gun. So I think my in-game time is probably going to be like maybe a low 120. I think it's going to be a low 120. I haven't finished the run yet. I've still got a way to go, so fine. So up here after this, also there's Sam. Up here after this, we actually get to do
What's that smell?
Oh, I'm sorry.
an actual puzzle. This puzzle's actually random. It's not in the same position every time, so I actually have to do the puzzle. But it's pretty easy when you know what you're doing.
You do remember that she also tried to
I can actually get ahead of this guy next to me.
And to be fair, you two tried to do the same to her.
Because Nadine will knock Sam to the right, and that will move this guy out of the way.
The second we turn our backs, there will be a knife in there.
I can hear every word you're saying.
I know.
I trust her.
You know what? Fine. I guess I'm just a little bit irked that we are walking away with nothing. But I guess you know what that's like, right?
Oh my.
Real classy, thank you.
Time and place, children.
More where that came from.
Bike racks after school.
Just hurry up.
It's a good point, Chola. It's a good point. So we get to do an actual puzzle. Fun. I've never seen this load screen before. Fantastic. It's the first time of everything. Why are my loads so bad today?
Okay, let's see what we got. Shiva and Parashurama. Parashurama and Ganesh. What now?
You just have to basically align all the pieces into the right position so they match. What am I doing? I did that completely wrong. That's fine.
You're testing my patience.
There we
Wait a
go.
minute. He's
Puzzle
healed.
complete.
Max, it's going to fall.
Quiet.
Ganesh, quite an obstacle you've placed in my path.
What are you doing?
Shut up and watch. He yielded.
I pressed circle. Hello? Now we have to escape. Well, the whole building's collapsing. We have to do some more lock picking. It'd be really nice if these load screens wouldn't happen so I could actually explain shit as it's happening.
What are you doing?
So,
A little preparation goes a long way.
Haha, yes.
so we can't actually do this lockpick here. We have to wait for the explosion to happen first. And now we can do it.
Got it. Hold on.
Same for this next one here. Can't do it first try.
Damn it. Ladies first.
Chloe, dear, not to rush you, but would you please hurry the hell up?
Take a deep breath.
So yeah, the RTA for this run is pretty bad, but I should be underestimate. I think that's why I put it so high in case this happened with the load screens. Not really a good run to run at a marathon, but that's okay. Have you guys enjoyed the load screens? Because I know I have. Well, enjoy another one. Just more load screens is fun. I mean, I could say that some of these load screens would be good for bathroom breaks. But since they're completely random, none of them are good for bathroom breaks because you could be going to take a piss and the game will just load. And you'll just be standing there like an idiot. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. You wouldn't have noticed? Comment loading, dude. Nice. Nice. I promise you Uncharted 2 is much better run than this. Because that doesn't have load screens. And it has a lot of skips. I promise.
So all that time in a soft care, and you couldn't get any intel on the buyer?
Well, I tried. Sorry, paid you. Almost never talk shopping.
Ah!
Hey, he trusted me enough.
Can you jump, please? Thank you.
Voice the law.
Yeah, that too.
Found the train tracks. Sort of. Kind of a shock seeing all these modern structures after the Hoysala ruins.
Those are the British and Portuguese, 200s.
Here we go. This way.
The first part of this level is just a bunch of movement and stuff. There's not really much to explain. I mean, it's stuff you've already seen throughout the entire run. I'm just jumping, rolling, climbing, jumping, rolling, climbing, jumping, rolling, climbing.
Go ahead.
Load screens. Jumping, rolling, climbing, jumping, rolling, climbing, load screens. That's the rhythm of this game for you. Swimming sometimes. Let's see if I can get this. You can actually grab this ledge without having to readjust the swing, but it's really hard. No. You don't get enough momentum from it to actually get it without having to readjust it, but that's fine. I rarely get it. So you can do a little shortcut here. If I jump here across, I can keep going around a little shortcut. Oh, I got that. Nice. Sometimes you can actually jump there through the ceiling and grab that ledge, but I don't know what causes it. I've no idea. I've only ever done it twice.
I never joke about anything.
You know, one of you could have just let me borrow your robe.
That's what Naughty Dog death reasons are. Nice, well.
That was close. You in one piece?
Yeah. Go team.
Come on. We're exposed up here.
You know, I feel so much safer with her around.
Nadine, see if there's something up there we can use.
I didn't do it.
No, we're good. Come on, China, I'll give you a boost.
All right, just trying to be chivalrous.
Just watch him learn. Got it.
Also, I'm going to do a dance for you guys.
Anything up there we can climb on? Like a crate or something?
This should work.
Nice.
I hope you like my dance. I worked very hard on it.
Age before beauty.
Enjoy.
Too kind.
No. She's just worried I'd kick it over and leave you down there.
Can you climb the pipe, please?
How about I scout ahead a little?
I wouldn't really leave him.
Yeah, well, play nicer. Sam, see your way forward?
Yeah, sorta. We'll definitely need your grappling hooks.
Okie doke. On my way. Shit! Oh. Okay.
You alright?
Yeah.
Great, I'll just borrow Nadine's hook and...
I've a better idea.
What are you...
Don't move.
Ow, come on, hey.
I said don't move.
Unbelievable. Hey, ow, ow, ow. Hey,
Thanks for scouting ahead, Sam.
If you die here, you have to wait for that again, so it's very ideal to not die here.
There's a cave up there.
I'm going to hang on this ledge and wait.
Tricks.
I want to hang here so I don't get in the way of Sam.
I take it she's going...
And also so I can set up actually climbing this rope. Because believe it or not, climbing this rope is actually really hard.
Leave the rope for me.
And sometimes it just doesn't work. I don't know why.
Next time, bring your own bloody rope.
Heads up.
Nice.
Okay.
It didn't work first try, I'm very sad. Now we got another fight. If you've noticed, there's not been many fights in this game. I think we do 3 fight encounters in this entire game. 3. Actually, no, I'm in the last level. No, 4. 4 and a bit. Say 4. We'll say 4. Also, load screens. Load screens, baby. This load screen shouldn't happen. As per usual with this run, this load screen should not be here. Never seen it before. Exactly, Fal. Exactly. %is loading. Didn't even fully load. Nice. Want this guy's shotgun?
Yeah, gold star for you.
Now we're gonna take this gun. Take the gun, or not? Don't take the gun. That's okay. These dudes are being very aggressive. Also, I like how it says press triangle to pick up the gun, or hold triangle to pick up the gun, but just tapping triangle usually picks it up.
Nadine, have a word.
What? Just following your example.
I think we can squeeze through here. Give me a hand.
That would take more loading, exactly.
Fraser, you go first.
Thanks.
They see me rolling, I'm climbing, jumping, loading,
Nearly
nice.
to the rail yard. Shouldn't be long now.
That's this game. Loading, jumping, rolling, climbing.
Oh, come on!
Sometimes you fight people. Very rarely though. I mean, casually this game is actually really good.
Oh God,
But I mean, as a speed run, it's got some cool skips, but those skips die out very quickly because, you know, they're all at the start of the game.
Is that trip really necessary?
Like, it's not, this run wouldn't be that bad if it wasn't for the load screens, because there's pretty cool movement tech and stuff.
She's over here.
Are you alright?
And optimized movement looks really cool in this game.
Picture God's balls. Where are you?
And optimized fights look pretty good too because of the auto aim.
See way up.
But it just, it kind of ruins it because of the load screens.
Ah, sounds like a plan.
Got something for you.
The bracelet against that strut.
At least the next run that's coming up doesn't have a million load screens.
Okay.
that lasts like 10 minutes.
Get up here! Go!
Sam, hold on to that bar.
I'm doing it! Oh, shit!
Right here, we actually can't jump
Sturdy enough.
yet, so I have to roll.
Thanks, you too.
But the game won't let us jump straight away.
Yeah, not bad. Considering it was our idea. All I heard from this man was
Yeah, but prototype, at least you got something to look at, dude. I'd rather the cutscenes in this game be unskippable, because you'd actually have something to watch.
It's true. Stuck. Lend me a hand?
Sure.
No, not that side. I want to be on this side. What about that? It's actually faster to be on this side because we'll be closer to the thing if we're on this side.
you know, this might actually work.
You know, you could help.
Oh yeah, that coin makes the load screens amazing.
Look out! Didn't see that coming. Everyone all right?
Fine.
Yeah. So much for our way up, though.
Yeah, maybe there's a way through though.
A little high.
Sam, bet you're tall enough to get that ladder. Come on, I'll boost you up.
I'll give you a hand.
More the merrier.
Yeah, I'm.
At least the load screens have actually made this run very good. You know, all the hot memes that come out of it is great. I love it.
Oh, shit!
That's all you need. Every speedrun's downfall is its greatest achievement.
Spare ladders up there?
Right here, we're going to checkpoint restart. That'll put us outside and skip waiting for Sam to get the thing.
What do you got?
Because, you know, waiting for him to do it is very slow.
Of course you did.
Here, I'll push it down.
Wait, it won't be high enough on its own.
Oh, right. Good point.
But doesn't this game have the max age rating anyway?
Meet you halfway.
Oh, I mean, they could have done that. Wait, oh, is this game is 16?
The noodle, it's just saying, is it your brain?
I think this game is rated teen in America and it's 16 here. I don't actually know. I can't see the case. I can't see it from here.
Old switcheroo.
You two are doing just great down there.
Okay, ready.
You got it. Arms away.
Perfect.
Now we just wait at a certain point. We can actually grab his hand.
All right, come on up.
If we try to jump up too soon, we'll just be jumping there like a tit. So we don't want to do that.
Don't call me back.
Yeah, well, it's professional courtesy.
In that case,
Don't do that! Okay.
I can't.
Never seen that before. A new one.
Look, nearly there.
Hey, guess what, guys? We have another fight. It's a very exhilarating fight. And by exhilarated, I mean it's very trivial because Explorer and auto aim. Also, guess what? A cutscene that we can skip where we don't get a load screen. Wow. It's literally revolutionary in gaming. Shoot him in the head.
There goes our tusk.
I'll stick on something else.
You got anything down there?
We're gonna get the RPG. We need to. The basic premise of this fight is we need to destroy the helicopter. Obviously, the fastest way to do that is with an RPG. Oh, so it might look here like we're about to die, but we won't. Don't worry. Right, and checkpoint restart, and that skips a little bit of climbing because we can't actually climb straight away. These checkpoint restarts would be faster if it wasn't using their save. I've said that a bunch of times already.
Here we go. Ready? Oh, hi.
Oh, hi! Now get ready for one of the longest load screens in the game, I'm pretty sure. And also, when this load screen ends, we'll be on the final chapter of the game. It's chapter 9. I'm actually intrigued to see what my in-game time is going to be. Just that then, because if I can check my in-game time, I'll know how bad the loads are for this run. Because they're really bad. Like, I've lost about 9 minutes. Actually, no, more like 13 minutes on load screen. So it's probably going to be like a 140 RTA. The more driving. This driving section is actually kind of difficult to do precise because there's a lot of stuff you can bounce off and it knocks you around.
Hey, Sam, did you want to drive?
I mean, kinda.
Too bad. Buckle up, Buttercup.
Also, if anyone's played Uncharted 2, we basically get to do the train sequence from that again. But sadly, we can't skip this one, unfortunately.
There, I see the train. We're gaining on it.
Don't slow down.
Shit, motorbike.
Run them off the road.
So, it's complete RNG if one of these guys jumps on my car.
That one.
Out of my way.
Some of the guys on the bikes can jump on the car, and it's completely random if they do. And if they do, it slows down the car's speed a tiny bit, so that's actually slower. So I'd rather that not happen.
We've got to stop.
Oh, there we go. A guy jumped on. Nice. So as you can see, the car's going a bit slower when they jump on. So basically just trying to catch up with the train. Not too difficult.
The train. There's the train.
Sam, take care of the tusk.
Don't you worry. I got it.
Look at that leap of faith. The suction on that, dude. Right here, we can do a little time saver.
Ladies.
I can skip going inside by jumping on the roof, which actually kind of tricky, like that. Sometimes you can fail
Did you
it,
catch where they put that giant crate?
and we can actually get ahead of Nadine, which we're not supposed
That's
to
our next
do.
stop then. Shit, nowhere to climb.
So there's a trick we can do on this
Let's try the
train
other
where we
side.
can skip one of the
Whoa,
Jeep
easy
sections,
now.
but it's kind of on a precise timing.
Okay, good. Making progress.
Climb out the window.
Out
Thanks.
here. Oh shit.
Right here, I want to
Nobody's
trigger
here.
the enemies. I'm not going to kill any of them. I'm going to try my best not to kill any of them, but I want to trigger them.
I hit him.
Now put them down. Go.
Mean to do that, but that's okay. I wanted to land on the roof there. Don't hit me. So when we get in here, we checkpoint restart. The Jeeps will spawn then, and we checkpoint restart to basically reset them. If we can jump into the front car, we can actually get into it slightly faster. I didn't get it. If you can jump into the front, you'll basically just boot the driver out the driver's seat instantly, and that allows me to drive straight away, but that's fine. So right here, my driving needs to be really precise. I need to drive quite far up this train without blowing up. At a certain point, the car will set on fire.
We're running out of time. We
And I need to get as far as I can before it blows up. So I just need to not mess up my driving too much.
Car's on fire. Time to go.
car's on fire now. I need to get just past this blue car here. This blue car. Okay. Oh, I missed it. Okay, you can actually get onto that Jeep, but if you don't get it, you just restart, and then it'll spawn a new one for you. I'm going to get in the front this time so I can show you what happens. You see, if you jump into the front, you just boot out the driver. But yeah, we did that. That's probably the hardest part of this level, is doing that drive. And it ain't that hard, but you can actually mess it up. The flames make it go faster, yeah. Exactly. That guy just got wrecked. So this turret is the worst thing in the game. Using lock on aim is absolutely terrible. For this part, as you can see, it's really, really bad. I need to shoot the enemies, not the car.
Oh shit! He doesn't look happy. Whoa! Did we do that? Yeah, we did. Rot! This truck's on its last legs. We need to bail now.
So right here, I'm just gonna jump. If I was to roll here, there's a good chance that I'll take cover, and I don't want that to happen because that's very slow.
Trading the tusk for a bomb, commandeering a train. Must have taken a dog monster making it all the sweet.
There's a little skip I can do up here that I'm gonna try. If I don't get it, that's okay. I'll try it once. But it allows me to skip just some shimmying.
Won't budge. Let me help. Oh, this is really heavy. Go. You coming?
So yeah, I can skip doing some shimmying. I'll try it
You go.
once. If I don't get it, I'll just do it normally. So I want to basically get into the shimmy, get out, and then jump. Hold on, I'll try it again. One more time.
We can slide this way.
Okay, I didn't get it. You can actually, if you jump far enough, you'll grab the ledge on the other side, and you can just jump across while hanging off the ledge. It's a little bit faster than doing it the normal way. This part's really awkward with the way the climbing works as well.
Come on. Any luck? This one's welded shut too.
Now we get to do more driving. We get to... Nice load screen, dude. I've never seen this one before either. Fabulous. I've seen like 5 load screens I've never seen happen in this run.
Mind if I go? Shit, Nadine! Go! Just go! Get this quicker! God damn it! You boys just can't leave well enough alone! Don't have much time!
Going over!
Holy hell! Sam! Hey, Sam!
Holy shit! Hey! How's Trix?
We need to switch the train to another track!
Got it!
So right here we can jump before the Jeep slows down to just... Oh, or not. I jumped too late, that's okay.
Sam!
If you jump
where's
soon
the-
enough, you can
Back
just
on the
skip
train. We have to flip
having
the
to
switch.
get out and walk up. That's fine.
We don't have time
Now
for
we
this.
just throw a bunch of grenades and shoot, and they all die.
That's it. We're clear.
Once he says that's it, we're clear, we just checkpoint restart. We checkpoint restart because it brings the train closer.
We're clear.
All right, back to the switch. That's it.
And now we're on the final stretch of the game.
Alright, assholes. Let's do this.
Where we get to fight Asav again. Remember that guy with the glasses? Yeah, that guy.
Okay, there's the train. But how the hell do I get on board? Can't see any bridges. Or crossings. Well, shit.
Sometimes in this cutscene, the audio can actually bug out. And, like, the audio just literally goes quiet.
Oh my god, the bridge. Shit. Shit!
Oh, look, there he is, my boy Asav. So now we can just walk behind him and skip the first fight wave by just literally walking behind him and punching him instead.
Shit!
Take him out! Thought you were supposed to be good, Assault.
Once again, we don't actually have to hold triangle here, but I'm doing it anyway because I'm skeptical that it might fail me because I have really bad luck. So here we don't actually have to move, we just have to go up and down to avoid these things. We don't actually have to move along the railing. It'll just warp us now. Way!
I know you. You're no hero. My war will distant.
More fighting. It's a very thrilling final boss where you literally just smash square and do nothing else. Be great. Get ready on time, by the way. Right here, it's actually faster to stick to the top, I think the right side of the train, because we can actually jump across without having to grab the ledge. So we can actually get ahead of Nadine, which I'm not supposed to do. Once it loads, that is, because I've never seen this load screen before. Never seen this load screen before. Yeah, get ready on time when it loads. I know, surprisingly that bad the load screens are. I'm actually going to be underestimate. Can you believe it? Also, let me know if I can leave the final cutscene on. This load screen has never taken this long before. Literally at the end of the game. Nice. Any day now. Any day now. Hey! Alright, again, get ready on time. Ah! I got stuck. Nice. Should we stick to the right side here? Because then we can jump off this box and not have to grab the ledge. Alright, get ready on time. And time. Let me check the in-game time quickly. 118. That's not that bad. That's not that bad. I thought it was going to be terrible. That just goes to show that was only 3 minutes slower than my PB, yet the RTA was like 12, 13 minutes slower than my PB. That's how bad the load screens were. Anyway, I'll let you guys watch the final cutscene.
You possibly start climbing, please?
Jesus.
Oh, Sam!
All right, climb up. I got you.
Oh, my God.
It's all muscle.
That's what they all say.
Thanks for the GGs.
Come on, come on.
Thank you. Oh.
How the hell did you guys get out of that?
You know, I'm just still figuring that out myself.
And, Asav?
Went down with his train.
That is so much loading. In Uncharted 4, the run RTA is about 4.5 hours. And an hour of that, maybe more, is load screens. So that just goes to show how bad these PS4 Uncharted games are with loading.
Wow.
Yep.
We just did a thing. We did. So, what's next for Nadine Ross? Take back Shoreline, conquer the weapons trade. I'm done with Shoreline.
Really?
Really. If anything, I was thinking I might give this treasure hunting racket another go. Know of any selfish dickheads who might be in need of a partner? Not you.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I only work with professionals. Right. And where's the tusk?
You got... Oh my God.
What? Sam.
I'm just joking. There you go. You're... Ow! Okay. Jesus. That's my last cigarette.
Man, that's a beauty. Yeah.
Is this store before or after Uncharted 4? It's set after Uncharted 4.
Well, surely the Ministry of Culture will give us a generous finder's fee.
And in my opinion, this game is 10 times better than Uncharted 4 was. 10 times better.
Elbow.
You guys are hilarious. The Ministry of Culture. Oh my God, you're serious.
Alright. That was Uncharted, the lost load screens. I hope you guys enjoyed all the load screens. Up next is BioShock Infinite by Henny. So, I hope you guys enjoy that run. And I'll be doing some more games on Saturday. But yeah, enjoy the rest of the marathon, guys.